Good morning, Stallions. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful Wednesday morning. My name is Ashley Vega.
And I'm Victor Gonzalez.
And today's November 10th, 2021 in 8
For today's show, we'll be bringing you lunch, sports, school activities, and more.
So fasten your seatbelts because you're watching StallionTV Live.
Blazing on the track, boy.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
Stallions, your class shirts are now available on the school store. Seniors, make sure you get it before December 3rd.
Miss Compton, Miss Guzman, and Miss Carbonell are hosting boxes in our class to collect gently used sneakers for the Sneakers Impact Organization. Recycle your gently used sneakers to keep them out of landfills and help us create opportunities for people in need. Speaking of people in need, let's hear from John.
From StallionTV Live, and I'm here with
Mr. Vasquez.
and he's going to tell us a little bit about his groups.
So thank you for asking. Yes, on Wednesdays at 12:10, across from the Media Center in the conference room, I hold groups. And what groups are basically is an opportunity for students to come in. I've labeled it, I've called it CSC, Connect, Share, and Cope. And basically what the premise is, the students come in and we have set topics that we discuss, and I just ask questions about it. Oftentimes the students come in and they feel as if they might be the only ones going through a certain situation. So for example, last month we talked about anxiety. And I asked different questions regarding anxiety, what anxiety looks like, how do you deal with it. And what ended up happening was, from the topic of anxiety, we started going into topics of fatherhood, topic of depression, isolation, sadness, abandonment. And so what groups does is it gets students to come in and open up and share about the things that they're going through, and finding others who can relate with that topic.
So when do you have these meetings for the CSC?
Thank you for asking. The meetings are every Wednesday at 12:10. It's at the conference room. This month we're going to be talking about grief and loss. The way that I've labeled it, the way that I've presented it, grief and loss is anyone who has loved something very deeply and that thing that you loved was taken away. So I give examples like somebody that you loved, a parent that might have died. I shared a story about my son who had a cat, and when we moved, we had to give away the cat, and my son was heartbroken because of that. He was going through grief and loss. So all of us experience grief and loss, and the goal for this month is to talk about the different stages of grief. This last thing, for my groups, it is an open invite, but however there are a couple of rules that I stress, and when you enter into the groups, this is a place where someone can open up and share. I really try to create an atmosphere where when someone shares something and they open up and they share their heart, the situations that they're going through, that place is a sacred place. I want students who are going to go in there and take it seriously. So I've invited many different students, but I ask if it's something that you just think, okay, maybe I do want to, you can come in and listen. But if you go to the groups, I ask that you give 100%, because it works when you are dedicated to what you're doing. And so, it is an open invite, but I'd like for whoever goes to there to be as serious as possible and know that this is something that others are taking serious because they want to better themselves.
Thank you for your time.
Not a problem.
Now back to the studio.
For today's lunch, the Stallion Cafe will be serving chicken patty with the bun, peas, carrots, cookies, and your choice of juice or milk.
Students, reminder, tomorrow is Veterans Day. There will be no school. Stay home in honor of the men and women who serve this great country.
Somerset Academy Charter High is having a Thanksgiving food drive. Please help by bringing any non-perishable food items such as canned pumpkin, turkey, and other canned foods. Donations will be collected from November 8th to November 16th. Do your part in helping the less fortunate.
Now let's hear from Russell with sports.
Good morning, Stallions. The girls' soccer team won against Archbishop 3-2 yesterday. Good job, girls. Let's keep it up. The boys' soccer team will play against Somerset Academy South Homestead on Friday at 3:30 p.m. That's all for your Stallion Sports. Now let's get back to the studio.
Well, that's all for today's show. See you on the set, Stallions.